Welcome back to our special investigative series. Today, we are taking a journey to Lumbini, Nepal, the sacred birthplace of Siddhartha Gautama, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a sanctuary of peace for millions around the globe. But beneath the spiritual calm of this revered site, growing concerns are threatening its core integrity. Today, we are breaking down a comprehensive report looking at two major administrative, ethical, and commercial challenges currently facing Lumbini. Part 1. The issue of fraudulent monks and regulatory lapses. Let's start with our first major topic, the presence of fraudulent groups operating within monastic premises. First, the identification of imposters. A recurring concern centers around a specific group of individuals wearing multicolored robes inside the Cambodian monastery. Evidence and observations strongly indicate these individuals are posing as genuine monks. Second, involvement in illicit activities. Beyond the misrepresentation itself, these individuals have been linked to unauthorized illegal construction projects on monastic grounds, alongside spreading misleading information to visiting pilgrims and tourists. Third, institutional facilitation. Perhaps most concerning are the questions raised about institutional backing, specifically Lumbini Buddhist University's role in providing visa sponsorships that enable these individuals to stay and operate. And fourth, a failure of local authorities. A major roadblock here has been the lack of rigorous investigation by regulatory bodies. Both the Lumbini Development Trust and local law enforcement have faced heavy criticism for their passive responses to these unlawful actions. Part 2. The commercialization of monasteries in the sacred garden. Moving on to our second major focus, the alarming commercialization of spaces within the sacred garden. Monetization of spiritual refuges. We are seeing a troubling shift where monasteries inside the sacred garden are adopting commercial business models rather than traditional spiritual ones. Imposition of fixed fees. Specifically, these monasteries are charging fixed mandatory accommodation fees to visitors, a practice that directly contradicts the voluntary and charitable nature of Buddhist monastic hospitality. The wider impact. This commercial shift not only distorts the authentic spiritual experience for genuine seekers, but it also creates an unfair playing field that hurts local businesses, guesthouses, and community members relying on sustainable tourism. Part 3. The path forward and recommendations. So what needs to happen next? To safeguard Lumbini's sanctity and security, the report highlights 3 critical recommendations. 1. Strict audits of monastic sponsorships. Regulatory authorities and the Lumbini Development Trust must review visa sponsorship protocols, particularly concerning institutions like Lumbini Buddhist University. 2. A crackdown on illegal operations. Law enforcement and the LDT need to launch thorough investigations into unauthorized construction and fraudulent activities at the Cambodian monastery. 3. And finally, the enforcement of monastic ethics. Clear guidelines must be implemented to prohibit commercial exploitation within the sacred garden, ensuring hospitality practices align with core Buddhist principles. Lumbini belongs to the world's spiritual heritage, and protecting its integrity requires transparency, accountability, and immediate action from all authorities involved. Thank you for tuning in to today's report. Make sure to subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned as we follow this developing story. Until next time, take care.